Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Royal Sea Cup organized by Epulze. So again, we are very sorry for the delay here, but we are just about ready here to get underway with map 2 here in our match versus BlackBird, Ignis, and Boom Esports. I'm Play the J, he's getting Q. And we're looking forward to getting into this one as our final upper bracket match continues.
I thought this game would never go on this way, but it seems that they have put everything together. The stars have aligned to make sure that you guys are getting the best viewing experience possible. And again, we would like to apologize for the delay, but still, we are expecting some high-level competition from these guys. And BBI and Boom technically haven't proven that they are bad in any way. It's just really, really tough. And both of them are taking jabs at each other. With any kind of weakness, there will be an advantage.
Oh yeah, and these guys will definitely want to exploit that as best as they can. And you know, we've already seen that the players here are already going to be picking their agents on Ascent. And if you listen to us for quite a long pre-game segment by ourselves, which yeah, we don't need the analyst panel apparently, you know. We did say that, you know, these teams are likely to still pick the same lineup, and I think or the lineups that are as expected, and I think we are going to be seeing that, in fact. So Boom Esports bringing the same as the previous map on Haven, besides the fact that Reyna is being swapped in for the Phoenix. And yeah, we are seeing, of course, Killjoy, much to Gideon's delight here, going to be taken by BBI.
Oh, I'd squeal if I could, because this is absolutely lovely agent to play. I really love the variety, especially, you know, it gets tiring once you see all the meta stuff, you know, the breaches, the omens, and a couple of variations here and there between the Phoenix or Reyna. It's so good to have that breath of fresh air once in a while.
Yep, indeed. I think, you know, of course, you know, we are going to continue to see changes to the meta as, you know, more changes are being done to tweak agents. And let's not forget, maybe in just 1 month's time or so, we are going to be seeing another agent added to the game. So, no, we've already seen that Killjoy sort of has her place, but I think, you know, we'll see if she features a bit more regularly. As only now we're starting to see more and more Viper. Of course, she is going to be slightly more viable, but anyways, we digress. There's no Viper in this particular game, as Boom Esports here going to start things off against BlackBird Ignis on Ascent.
Yep, they're going to be bringing everything onto the table here as, wow, Boom already starting to push out aggressively to find the first kill. Can they get the seconds? 2 down. That's going to be 3, but unfortunately, they didn't notice who was hiding behind the shed as they take out 3 defenders on B side. So what does Boom do with this pistol round now?
Oh, it's going to be incredibly difficult as Blaze King not able to push through the market side of things. Going to get straight away taken down. Oitan picking up the 3K, and now they're going to have that plan down here. Super Sis, he's gonna have to play on the stealthy side, but he's actually spotted out here by the turret. So this is exactly a great flanking place that you can position it. Oitan will be picking up the 4K as BBI streak to that 1-0 lead.
Oh boy, that's already going to be 1 point going over to BBI. They should be able to take this next one with no issues whatsoever. Boom, going to be on the back foot starting off this game, but a really nice, you know, couple of things that most people don't really notice, is especially with that sentry turret, auto turret, that it has quite a range. As long as it's within your field of vision, it will start taking pot shots at you, which gives you a lot of information, but also forces your opponent, because of the way this tactical shooter works, you get hit by bullets, there is stopping power.
Oh yeah, and getting tagged is not fun at all. And another annoying position going to be here on the shed in B lobby, but we do see that Boom or BBI is going to be taking that mid control. They are going to spread out a little bit. Not going to be too much resistance coming out from Boom at all. I think they do want to try and wait for these close angles to present themselves, and not really be spending all that much to start things in the second round.
Yep, they just have to play their time. Make sure that you're taking things slow. Look for these picks. If they get those picks, it's really going to hurt the economy of BBI. So in most situations, Poem, he's following up with the owl drone here. Can he oh, he spots out one. He knows that somebody is just sitting around on B site, and the rotation coming in from Boom, so fast and responsive.
Oh yeah, but BBI stacking up here. But oh, Poem is going down here. So Notorious off to a great start here, but looks like Neo King going to be pushing in here. Spectre going to tear him down. Look at at them pushing through. The column burst though, it's going to work against him. Asterix going to be able to take him down, not able to get the refrag or the consistent frag there. And Rip Pablo, he is going to get traded down now. Super Sis is going to be all the way back of sight, not quite in a position here to get the 2v1 crossfire in conjunction with Adrian King.
They don't have to peek. The spike is all out in the open, and there's nothing Killjoy can really do. Phoenix, she has to take on Phoenix first before moving on to the actual site. Oh no, she's going on to the site itself, and that's where Super's in. Oh, he gets taken out. This is pretty big. Oitan, one more. Can he close this out? Yes, he does. He clutches the round. That was getting very, very uncomfortable.
I think there was a little bit of a missed opportunity for the positioning of Boom Esports, but yeah, definitely gonna have nerves of steel here coming out from Oitan, as he had the clarity of mind to take these two isolated 1v1 situations, and you know, after getting the 4K in the first round, had plenty of money to get the Phantom on the board, and in an anti-eco round, that's going to be absolutely paramount. But of course, it's not all bad news for Boom Esports. They did do a lot of damage to them. They did buy a number of Spectres and Bulldogs.
Yep, that's going to be an important buy here, is once again BBI going for it, getting that nanoswarm all the way to the backside. Oh, Notorious taking 60% of his HP. He's going to be dropping down the fault line as they take on two. Rip Pablo as well as Popogachi getting taken out by Blaze King as the rest of the team finally gets onto the site. Blaze King, he's going to smartly use his drone. Aftershock is going to push it back out of position, but that penetration is starting to hurt. 21, 2 HP, and finally he goes down.
Oh, the retake working brilliantly here, and now looks like Boom, they're going to fight back on the gun round. Asterix with the operator going to be dealing significant vengeance there onto the members of BBI. Now, this is going to still be a round that BBI has to actually save a little bit. Don't forget, they actually spent all that money in round number 2 to buy all the Spectres and the Bulldogs. So really, they have to go for this eco round. Boom Esports has really played the economy game here pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Boom, they really hurt them during that second round itself, taking with them 4 casualties, taking all casualties, but also taking out BBI, at least 4 members of BBI. Wow, I can't believe how long that took me to get out.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, definitely this is just too much, going on in terms of all the series that we've had today here, so we're going to be a little bit jumbled at times here, but now Notorious, he's going to be able to take down Rip Pablo, but looking like BBI is going to have 2 of their players here to get the refrag, and they're going to be satisfied with whatever damage that they can do here against Boom. It's not necessarily expected that they should be able to win on this eco round, but this kill, these kills is going to start leaving a hole in the defense. We might actually be seeing a little bit of repositioning, as we of course do have Blaze King moving into that B lobby side. That's freeing up a lot of space here for the players to rotate, but not enough here on the A side. Super Sis, he's going to get taken down by Poem.
Yep, now BBI is going to be able to get onto this A side here. Auden King, he throws out the flash, but he is going to get spotted out thanks to that recon arrow. Neo King making sure those shots connect.
Oh, Adrian King, he's going to be biting the dust, and looks like Boom, they're going to have to make this retake with 2 players, and now from this end, this round where they had such superior weapons, it is all going horribly wrong, and BBI going to be thanking their opponents for all the delicious weapons that are going to be available to them, and you can already see the save coming out. Asterix does want to try and hold on to this operator as long as he can, not likely to get any exit kills here, and not going to see BBI make a move down here. They want to just try and nurture their economy ever so slightly after not having the best at the start of this round, in fact.
Yep, it didn't really start out too great, of course, but they're still coming back into it. Boom, have to save that operator and Vandal. They don't want to lose their economy just yet, but, you know, ever so slowly, these saves will help you out later into the round. It is an investment.
Oh, but the pick there on the defensive side, or rather on the defensive side by BBI in the mid outside of spawn, that did draw some of the players a bit away from A, so that push was always going to, you know, be having quite a bit of overload potential for BBI. So we'll see what happens now, because these opening picks are really what driving how the round plays out, as there's not a lot of fixed play here. Maybe for BBI, it's just the placement of the turret at the start of the round.
Yeah, they're just changing it up every single time. They're making sure that they're mixing things up and allowing themselves to get that information, even though they might not necessarily be investing on that part of the map. As you can see, they're walking up through A-Long once again to try and make something happen, but they are very, very patient. BBI don't just go into a situation without knowing what exactly it could entail for them.
Yeah, precisely. With Super Sis going to be still hanging out here on top of Heaven. He's going to be dropping down the dark cover over by A main, but this is still going to be quite easy for them to break in on site. They have some dark covers of their own, likely going to be able to really lock down the sight lines. There is still going to be asterisks with the operator, but now I think they know the take is coming here. You see the rotations coming out. Adrian King moving in onto the Heaven side, but Poem, he's going to be able to take down Super Sis, still going to be all the way in that corner side, but Adrian King moving in here with Reckless Abandon, but he's going to be able to get one. The Aftershock is going to also yield a kill, but oh, the trades are going to be good. Oitan is delivering again, yet on the big stage here. He's going to pick up the double kill, and now Blaze King, last player left. Can he spot out these last two opponents?
It's looking tough. One by E-Box here. Oh, the pre-fire actually catching him off guard. Okay, now it's a 1v1, and the problem right now is that Oitan is really low, but she has the ultimate. Killjoy pops it. They're going to have to detain here. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. He's sticking it. He's not sticking it. No, he's trying to get out of there. He can try to destroy the device, but it's going to be too late. He's detained, and now Killjoy is going to be able to walk onto site. Had he committed, I think he would have been okay.
Oh yeah, I think he had enough time, but he doesn't know exactly where he is. He's going to get out Oitan. He will have enough time here. Looks like Blaze King has managed to clutch it out. 1v2. What a play coming out from him. And I think, you know, the positioning of the spike there didn't help at the very least. Even if the lockdown is not going to be working in your favor, you should still be able to defend it from long.
Oh boy, I really didn't think he was going to be coming out of this like that. Blackie still, Blaze King just still absolutely crushing it here, clutching that round out. Oh my goodness, I was just empathizing with him. I was getting stressed out for him.
Yeah, indeed. And now looks like, boom, they are on a bit of a roll. Well, I mean, a roll in this one round. And let's see if they can string a second one together here. But with that, they're going to be in quite a decent position. They have this 4 ults here, and now the run it back, gathering a lot of information down that A lobby side. They're going to see that it's going to be quite open. Only Oitan is going to be there at the top mid side, and they're going to likely keep these players on B, as they know there's going to definitely be a little bit more trouble coming their way.
Yep, the flashpoint is going to slow them down as much as they can. Blaze King know for a fact that they are on to the C side. With that run it down, they know that they're not going towards A. Jet as well as Phoenix double peeked, making sure that they are keeping track of mid. Nobody was there. Therefore, last possibility, they had to be B.
Asterix definitely watching that mid side. He might be able to catch them moving out from tiles here. So far, not giving way, but there is still going to be his opposite number. Neo King is going to be peeking there as well, but it's actually going to be Poem doing that. Now, I'm not sure if that was a little bit of a wise move. It's going to be a very common angle to be held. Now, they are still going to be pushing forward with their plan, as they do want to try and overload on the A side before the rotation comes out from all of these B players, as they know they have been making quite a racket, and they've dedicated quite a bit of ultimate utility earlier on.
Yeah, quite a bit as well. But Arn King, he's just taking this time. He's hiding within the smoke. Two have already crossed this path to get onto the site. Maybe this retake might be what they need, but unfortunately, Super Sis sitting by Hell side. He's gonna find two, almost finding a third. Rip Pablo, he's trying to make it work out, but unfortunately, he's gonna get taken down. The numbers game not in their favor after that first entry frag.
Well, so boom, working very well with what they have on the cards, and yeah, luckily for them, Poem just really getting caught out in the middle of the park, and you know, it was always going to be a little bit stifling for them to really advance, but yeah, it didn't work out, as they were all stacked up in heaven already, and now that's going to be making it 3-3, and we got ourselves quite the game here to continue onwards. I mean, there was very little separating the teams in the first map, and this is not proving to be any exception.
Yeah, it's 3-3. Boom, not having the greatest of starts, now coming up much stronger. Oh, they get rid of their door, but unfortunately, that's going to be Phoenix getting taken down. They trade 1 for 1, but unfortunately, that's also going to mean that Boom is going to lose another one. Going to be losing another one, so it's 3-4. The number's not in their favor. Can they hold this A site?
Oh, Asterix with the operator did get one tap there, and now look at all of them, all on the doorstep. But Super Sis here, he's gonna get one. But Neo King moving in here, this eco round working out well here for BBI, as they're gonna have the man advantage, as they all are able to storm onto the A side of things with all the shares that they have. It's been absolutely devastating towards the Boom Esports lineup. Now, Notorious, he's gonna be taking his time to really utilize the utility as best as he can. He's actually going to pop off. They don't spot the player there in Garden, and they're going to be navigating all the way past him. But now, looks like Notorious, he's moving in here. He's still going to get hit as well by his open that same number. Oh, wrist shots there. Notorious is going nuts, but it's not enough. He only has a fraction of HP, and Popagachi takes it.
I can't believe what just happened in that round. Let's look at the replay one more time, because check this out. They dropped the ult, the Rolling Thunder, just to get counter-ulted, but notice the position of Sova. He just took his time, waited for it to kind of end before going to the back, taking out Boom Sova, and finally ending the round. But Notorious, how in the world did he land those shots while under that status effect?
Oh, he is gonna be so pleased with that one, but at the same time, you know, it's still not enough as Popagachi gonna be able to clear him out in the end. Stack here appearing for BBI as they are looking to increase their lead even more. But oh, now Popagachi, he's trying to unleash. Neo King and Oitan are making significant inroads there, but Super says he's not gonna get spotted out in the back of sight. The paranoia is gonna be coming out, but now behind the default side is gonna be Oitan. He gets taken down. Spike drop. There's gonna be 3 players here, but the retake is already in progress.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. He's still making a play. Look at him. He's just hiding behind the shroud of darkness. He doesn't see the breacher's already in it, but he flicks it in time. Poem takes him out, but it's still a 2v2. Pretty good evening out on terms of the bodies here, but now that they're on site, it could be anybody's game. Somebody needs to peek first. Unfortunately, Phoenix is already ready. Arden King is going to try flash. No, he doesn't need the flash. He just needs to tap those heads.
Oh, very clutch plays coming out in this scenario. Of course, you know, there was not really going to be an instantaneous plan in that 2v2 scenario because they know that there's just not a whole lot of safety, but the angles just being held there is going to be absolutely on point here as Super Sis is going to be able to deliver in spades together with Adrian King.
Yeah, Super Sis really just saved him that round from what was looking like an absolutely difficult position to win from, especially with the advantage that BBI had, expanding the ult, getting a kill off of that ult and a pick. That's not exactly the way you want to start a round.
No, not at all. But we'll see how things are going to develop in a bit. We paused the game a little bit here. Well, we are going to be sorting out a couple of things. But I mean, man, from this game so far, 4-4, very little to separate them. But we're going to already see that Boom has to try and transition. And I dare say that this is a good haul coming out here from BBI, considering that they are on the attacking side. They have been piling forward, relying on a lot of these opening picks to drive the rotations for them based on how they're seeing Boom Esports try and adjust for that. And really the mind games on display here, you know, is something between these very high level teams.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I mean, the one thing that always you know fascinates me is just, you know, it's not called trigger discipline, but crosshair placement, because in a lot of these situations you can see them lining up their crosshairs for something a little bit shorter, but there are times where they separate themselves thinking, okay, they are taking into consideration all the micro moves and memorizing the bad habits, well, not even bad habits, just the general habits of these players. How do they peak? Do they like to peak wide? Do they like to peak short? And every single one of these times, Boom really are just nailing them, whether it's wide, whether it's short, whether it's even a shoulder peak. They take full advantage of that info.
Well, now Notorious and Adrian King are looking to be aggressive here down from the bottom mid side of things, but it does look like there's going to be significant inroads here by the likes of BBI, but Asterix is going to punish him from a short. Now, look at all this attention here. Asterix picks up a second. He gets a third. Wow, this is going to already shut down BBI. I know they only had sheriffs, but just that one maneuver, Blaze King, he's going to complete the flank here as he's making it incredibly difficult. Oitan does make it all the way into A, however, but yeah, a little too late, or rather just not even having the spike to even at the very least collect that extra bonus money.
Yeah, and I mean they can't even get the spike with just the full perimeter secured by Boom. And I mean Boom could technically go hunting, but do you really want to give them the economy if he gets like some pretty good shots, or you know, catches you a little bit off guard because he was standing in an off angle? It just isn't that worth it. So just hold your angles, make sure that he doesn't come from any one of them, and if he does, he's going to get popped.
Yeah, very true. And he's trying to see if he can get any of these lucky kills. But yeah, I think, you know, when we are going to see the full buy rounds, it's really coin tossy to a certain extent as to whether or not BBI can get these opening kills. In terms of the proactiveness, they are trying to. I think in previous rounds they did pop down along the A main side of things to really see what they can get done. Otherwise, they're piling multiple bodies into mid to try and take down players. But yeah, I mean, we saw what happened in the previous round. Dark Cover's not going to be offering enough protection from both sides in terms of A short and also that bottom mid.
All right, now that this round has finally ended, it looks like, you know, BBI still managed to keep their keep the gun. Boom, still looking pretty strong here. The economy looking very, very nice. If they could beat BBI in this round itself, it's going to break their economy. Maybe it could be enough, maybe not, but in most situations, breaking the economy is just going to be an absolute free point for whoever side is able to force it out first.
Yeah, I think if Boom wins this one, they were going to be pretty set for the rest of the half, and that's what they're going to really care about. And that doesn't mean that they're going to necessarily get all the remaining points here, but definitely going to be well on their way. But the weightage here definitely going to be significant on A. But Adrian King hanging out in hell at the moment, and he does have super assists to back him up. And I think by the lack of information here so far, we're already seeing the players moving over. Asterix is moving over to Heaven here to see what he can do, but now with the Nano Swarm, it's going to deny a lot of space here. Neo King picks off both of the A players here at the moment. Not a lot that Asterix can do. It's a 3-on-5. Not looking too good here for Boom Esports.
Yep, they even got the door down. Asterix finding the pick and tail wins out of there. He's going to be checking the outside doors just to make sure that if anybody so happens to be peeking out, that would have been a perfect opportunity to get another pick here. Ooh, but the aftershock comes through, pushes through the smoke, gets punished. Notorious going to be finding a kill, but Rip Pablo is going to be taking out Notorious in the process. Killjoy drops the ultimate, and now this is becoming a significant problem.
Oh, I think this is already going to be game over in terms of this round. They are not going to be able to push and take the defuse here, given the fact that the ult here being popped here by Killjoy. Now, they are going to be backing out here towards spawn, and overall, good take here from BBI, but they did take a bit of collateral damage in the process here. Papagachi going to be suffering for that, and while the point did go to them, is a little bit of cost, but at the end of the day, there's only going to be 2 rounds left here. They don't have to worry about the long-term economy, and they're actually focusing on the short-term.
Yeah, I mean, even if we're talking about short-term here, if they lose this round again, it's like they're almost in the exact same position, because certain people, like Poem, for example, doesn't have enough money to get the big boy guns. He's going to be stuck with either a Spectre, probably has to even pick it up, or more importantly so, he wants to save just enough so that he can actually get an op later for his oppers.
Oh, maybe, but I think one of the team members should be able to buy him a gun there, but we didn't quite see it at the start of the round. But now, look at the stack coming out here. There's going to be another aggressive push here coming from Boom. This has been quite the hallmark of some of their success on the defensive side. Oh, and look at the flashpoint, though. He's only going to be able to take down one player, and Notorious is going to get punished for it. Blaze King, though, will be able to get the refrag, but there are sufficient bodies going to be out here for BBI. This is opening up the game. They're actually free to move down this bottom mid. Adrian King, though, he's going to go for the peak. He's going to get spotted out. Neo King is there to follow up behind the Owl drone.
What? He was able to pick it up before they picked the spike. Did they not notice that the spike is there? They have to start getting aggressive from the defensive sides because they're just waiting for an opportunity to take advantage of them mid-sided, especially through a short. Oh, is he going to spot him out? Nope. Luckily, they dropped down one more smoke to kind of elude his vision.
Oh, now this is not going to be good if they don't spot him out. Super Assist takes on Papagachi, and he's going to continue to watch out. Oitan is trying to get into sight there, get the plant down after taking that very long rotation. But Oitan, he's going to be clutching it out here, manages to get the kill, moves on site, and they're going to proceed with the plant.
Yep. Will he actually use his tailwind here? No, he's playing it slow. He made sure to leave a gap right in the middle so he could peek out. Pretty smart move, but unfortunately, BBI so tiny creeps up through the smoke and waits for the perfect opportunity to take this round.
Oh, Oitan definitely knew how to get inside the head of Asterix and was able to punish in the end. BBI, they're going to be taking the lead yet again, and yeah, just look at the scores here. We could definitely see the rounds moving backwards and forwards, and it's been a big combination here of, you know, being able to get the eliminations and also playing the objective working in their favor. And now look at the starting positions. It looks almost the same as the preceding round.
Yeah, and they're just rotating through the different variations that they have of the same type of attack. They're going to be trying to push on in. Tailwind comes through, but Asterix, he finds one. He uses the up trap to actually get on over, and he survives. But here comes the rolling thunder. Is that going to be enough? Asterix isn't affected by it, but still, that has thwarted a huge attack coming in from BBI.
Oh, the entire offense there has been absolutely stunted for the time being. Asterix is waiting here for the dark cover to dissipate. There's just not a lot of space available. He is aware of the player here. Now, this could be him getting Poem if he is gonna continue to watch this angle. We're actually not even seeing other rotations coming out here from Repablo either.
They want to save him. Oh, but that's unfortunate that he's not going to be passing through the door. Killjoy does, however, as they clean up that round with Arden King and Blazegin just sitting by Market and Spawn, crossfiring through there.
Oh, Boom Esports not going to be denied getting that final round of the half. It's going to be tied 6-6. And I think Boom can be relatively pleased with what they've been able to achieve here. It's not your typical 7-5 or 8-5 that you could see a defender side take, but I think all things considered, you know, they're going to be pretty chuffed. But this is, again, going to be the start of the next half, and this is going to enable these teams to really consider how they want to approach and line up on this one. It does look like it's going to be an A main stack here for Boom, as they only really got 2 opponents to worry about, and look at the amount of utility that's going to be stacked over at B side by Killjoy. That is going to be going to waste.
Yep. But they've set up down by the B side is once again Boom going to be coming in as they switch sides, and it's time to really show what they got, because their attack, as we saw in the previous game, was actually really efficient. So BBI, let's see what they got.
Oh, but look at the Tailwind already going to be expended here. And Adrian King, he's going to get popped up by Repablo as the dark cover going to be used against him. Now, this retake is going to have to come through here pretty soon. But Poem is actually going to be able to get the aftershock, counter aftershock coming in from the hell side. Plant has been successful at the moment. And now, look at the 5 players here for BBI. They're all just trying to bait out a lot of the utility. 3 other players all going to be down there in hell. And now, aftershock, or rather, fault line is going to be expended. It's going to be holding them back right now, but there's going to be 2 quick kills in succession, and the retake is going to be absolutely decisive.
Oh my goodness, BBI are crushing the attack here. Really well played. They were using the fault lines really efficiently, and once they understood that, yeah, they're all stacked under hell, we just got to drop down at the same time immediately after the fault line, and we pretty much got 3 free kills.
Yeah, and this is again going to be BBI getting back to winning ways as this tug of war battle continues. This is going to be a full anti-eco coming out from the BBI players. We're going to see Marshall, Ares even featuring here for Papagachi, as of course B side is going to be very much favored here just because of the Sova player.
Yeah, but look at Neo King. He's actually bothering to get the Marshall to try and get the snowball going for BBI. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I personally don't like people. I don't like Marshalls in general because I'm terrible at it. But you know, if you are very proficient at sniper rifles or ranged weapons, in this case, that really punish you for not having armor, this is a great time to actually abuse it.
Yeah, and exactly. And if you do take this round win, you can easily get an operator as well to boot here. It's only 1001 here for the Marshall, but Notorious, he's going to take down Poem. And I'm not sure if BBI dropping the ball slightly, but of course, there is going to be a lot of that pressure. Now, we didn't see the pressure coming in, particularly from Neo King, who has the said Marshall that we've been talking about.
But now as they push onto the side, they've got to deal with the crossroads here, but unfortunately, that's going to be Neo King finding one. They know for a fact that he has a Marshall, nearly getting 2, but Super says he's going to take out 1, but check it out. It's time to show you what I got. Papagachi with the Ares going to probably be laying down that suppressing fire.
Oh, and with this only singular player left standing, it's going to be very difficult for Super Sis, but damage done. They managed to take down 2 of the players, and let's not forget it was full anti-eco. Oh, we're going to get a shot in the hand, but Oitan will be able to get the final shot center. For the most part, they have managed to retain some of the weapons that they can get value with just from the continued usage. Boom! Find themselves at a little bit of a loss in terms of the round count by 2.
Yeah, and even though they are down by 2, they can easily pull this back. They still have, they had enough eco to actually go for a full buy round, so this is going to be pretty good considering that they're still using SMGs. They haven't decided to upgrade from BBI.
But if BBI can get the damage done, of course, that will be the ideal scenario. But oh, there's a push here for Neoking. The combination here with the flashpoint here is going to be fantastic. Neoking picks up a third here as this whole B lobby side is going to be falling. The last 2 players going to be up here by the top mid. But now, Boom find themselves in such big trouble. That was such an orchestrated play if I've ever seen it. And only a few teams have really been able to do that so effectively this tournament.
Yeah, just what a read. What a read coming in from you. I'm still in disbelief that actually happened, but now continuing on with the game here, Supersys is trying to make the best of the situation. It's going to be a 2v5 situation, so he has to play tight with his teammate, making sure that they are covering the right areas, especially people pushing through smoke. Unfortunately, that's going to be Oitan on the other side. Neoking pushes through the smoke once more just to kind of get the information, but Blaze King, he's going to stand his ground. No point setting it, giving up his life and losing the gun.
I really like the kind of preparation when you see these kind of plays that the team plans to come out, especially they know that Boom was going to be on their gun round, and now they're going to have to be busted down to eco unless they can really take this clutch here, and they managed to get one, but that's not enough. Neoking, though, he is looking imperious in this particular round, and with that BBI, they're going to finally get a bit of breathing room here as they streak to that 9-6 lead.
Yeah, let's just see that one more that replay one more time. They just took a complete gamble here. They had no idea exactly where they were going to be. They even double checked it with the silver arrow, but they just kind of generally knew it's probably going to be B, and if it's not going to be B, it's definitely going to be A. So you can see how aggressively everybody had to be positioned just in case, having that contingency plan to be ready to fight back against Boom.
Yeah, there's always going to be multi-faceted aspect to any of these aggressive pushes that has its purpose if the defense can pull it off. And yeah, that was pretty good one coming out from BBI, but this is a chance here for Boom to redeem themselves, albeit they all have sheriffs, so they had to just be a little bit mindful. But the stack of players here in Garden side might be a little bit on the dangerous side. Notorious, who was poking and prodding and trying to run a little bit of interference on B, he's going to get taken down.
He is just playing this real slow, just holding these really sharp, tight angles, making sure that he doesn't put himself in any danger. He sees the alarm bot, takes it out, but that's going to give him plenty of information for the enemy team as BBI quickly using the flashpoint to push him off that point. Oh, that's going to be Phoenix 1. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. 3 in a row. Repablo doing a pretty good job at getting heads.
Oh yeah, and using the Phantom to great use there. Now there's still gonna be the final player here. Asterix still looking out, and of course their push already, if didn't add insult to injury, had the turret all the way there in A site, and that's one of the annoying things of having to deal with the Killjoy turret. You do want to try and set up these kind of crossfires and take advantage when the opponent is kind of focused on the less important utility.
Yeah, and even though the push initially coming in from Boom is a little bit more telegraphed, but it got heavily punished off of that one spray when the smoke was just about to deploy.
Oh, indeed. Now, this is still gonna be doable, but now the swing round here is gonna be again paramount. But look at the push coming out. Neoking getting 3 kills there, and another orchestration of the downfall for Boom Esports as they are gonna get absolutely decimated and chewed up. But there's still also not going to be even a refrag there as Neoking able to get back to safety after being able to recharge his tailwind yet again.
Yeah, oh, big plays coming in from BBI now, making sure that their hard reads are on point. They are literally expecting them, maybe even some clairvoyance or foresight here.
Yeah, I think that Boom Esports can kind of guess the playstyle that BBI wants to play. They are definitely being proactive in how they approach the defensive side to try and get the numbers advantage early on. But now they are inside here. But King, he's picking up his 4K. Is he going to be getting the A? Super Assist will take down his teammate Poem. He doesn't have backup. He's waiting patiently for it, keeping the eye on the prize. They want to be able to finish off the last player. He spots him out. So many wall banks coming out there, but it's not going to be able to catch him. That is King. He finally is able to nail Super Assist, and that's an ace through into hell.
Oh my goodness, that took a while because he only got he got pretty chunked out. One more bullet would have killed him, so he was just kind of figuring out what his options were. But at this point, nothing was left. Look at that aftershock, boom, boom, boom. King was just so ready to deal with it. They all got flashed, and they didn't think, you know what? If I hide behind this wall, they're not going to aggressively push out. So BBI showing a completely new side of them in this game.
Oh, Poem, and just his usage of Breach, you know, is really exemplifying the kind of aggressive setups you can combine with the Jet. We've seen a few instances already, and has been really the bane of Boom Esports.
Asterix, he finds the first initial pick off here. It's going to be 2 to 2 casualties, and both sides are just duking it out here by B. And my god, Oitan, he's coming in with a big fight, but finally the run it back coming through, looking for any kind of information to go off of. Unfortunately, the pre-fire not going to work. Clearly, we're going to be dropping the curveball. Doesn't actually hit, but at least they have a good idea that he's somewhere between Boathouse as well as Tetris.
And that's going to be a full here for Adrian King, but looks like Blaze King will be able to get the pick, but now Oitan, he's going to be a little bit of an unknown quantity. He's going to be pushing in here through the B main. Going to be now on the ledge to see whether they can get the plant down safely. But Hoitan coming up huge here. And now he can play the waiting game as Spike is not going to be in any position to be planted just yet.
Oh, he quickly uses the curveball. That's going to give some info on where he is. This 1v1, they're just creeping around each other. Somebody's going to have to peek here. He tries to fake deploy the spike, but he's got to wait some time. Hoitan very patient. Oh, and he flicks right onto the head of our king here.
Oh, is there anything Oitan can't do? He seems to be coming out in these clutch situations so often. 18-6. He has been absolutely imperative for all of these round wins. The only times that he's died are the 6 rounds that Boom Esports has managed to take this. This is now going to be map point, and BBI can force us here to a 3rd map, which of course is not going to be caught up to by Boom Esports. We are going to be moving towards buying.
Yep. This is going to be a tough matchup overall. I mean, Boom, just seeing this new side of BBI being very aggressive has caught them off guard 2 rounds in a row, but this is starting to become really, really rough as they are changing the strategies up once again, getting Flash and Poem and Omen is going to be pulling back from that midsection because they know for a fact that Arm King is going to be there with the enemy breach.
Yeah, but now we can see, of course, there is going to be all of that movement into the back side of spawn here as Poem is actually going to be rotating around the side. There could be a good crossfire here. Notorious, of course, moving in here as well. Oitan might be able to spot him out, but currently holding a tight angle. Blaze King actually going to get ingress here by King. The aggressive push out is going to be good. He picks up the 2nd, and now this is going to be in tatters here for Boom Esports. Only 1 player left with 5 HP. Rolling Thunder coming his way. Nowhere to move. And it's Oitan who picks up the final kill. BBI are going to be bouncing back in style. 13-6. And we're heading to map number 3.
Woo! What a game! What a game! BBI tie it up, but let's look at the number of first blood King was able to get. Whew! His pickoffs have been on point.
Oh, and I mean, those 2 rounds in particular on defense, the combination play with the rest of his teammates in particular, Notorious was absolutely sublime, moving in, or rather tailwinding from that bottom mid all the way to tiles. And then, of course, they did have additional flanks coming out from B main, and 2 rounds later, when there was the next gun round for Boom Esports, they pile onto the A lobby, as I'm pretty sure Boom Esports thought, we're not going to be hanging around B lobby. We do not want to suffer this again. But yeah, the combination of, again, all the flashpoints coming out, the aftershock, and just King getting in their faces, mowing them all down.
Yeah, just the hard reads coming in here because, again, the round starts and you're utilizing a lot of utility to make this happen. Just, wow, well played.
Yeah, really big hats off to them. And boy, we're having quite the series, and I think the rivalry intensifying here between the Japanese and the Indonesian team. So now, with buying going to be on the cards, this is actually going to be BlackBird Ignis's map pick, and with that, we are going to see that Boom Esports does want to start on defense first. So I think, when we consider this map and how these teams have been lining up in the past two, they're going to pretty much go with what has been standard, what they've been employing so far here at the Royal Sea Cup.
Yeah, very comfortable indeed. But based on their past track record, they don't usually bring Killjoy into bind, which is okay to say the very least, considering after how aggressive they were actually getting onto Ascent side. I would like to actually see them play something a little bit more duelist and to go not only aggressive but defensive as well. And maybe we're going to see a new side of BBI again.
Yeah, I think bind, if we look at the past, they do not bring Killjoy here. They will actually bring the Cypher like normal and actually bring in Brimstone as well instead of the Omen. But otherwise, that is going to be the main changes that we typically do see from them. And before we go on, ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to apologize again for the delay in map number 2 starting, as we're trying to sort out some of the teething issues here in making sure everything is all right from the settings point of view. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a little bit of a breather here. We're going to toss it back to the analyst panel to give us their awesome breakdown, and we'll be back here in a few minutes to bring you the third and final map of the series. You've been listening to Play of the J and Getting Q, and we'll see you then.